Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Securely Evolving. So, this is our Cyber Just Life for the month of July, and I am so happy to have you join us. And today we have a guest, Eunice. Hi, Eunice.
Hi, goodness.
Yes, so glad to have Eunice here. So, Eunice is a GRC analyst, governance, risk, and compliance. And she's also a law graduate. And today she's just going to be sharing with us her story, how she's been able to get opportunities that has gotten her from level A to level C. She's like a top madam right now. Yes. So, welcome, Eunice. Eunice will get to introduce herself better to us. Yes. So today we're looking at a very important topic: growth opportunities are allowed. Like, I'm sure some people saw the topic and they're like, how? I don't understand, right? So growth opportunities are actually loud, right? But sometimes they are just loud enough. It feels like they are whispering, but they are loud enough to those who are, looking forward to it, those who are plugged in, those that they're actually listening, they're actually looking out for it, right? So growth opportunities are loud. Is for you to hear it. Are you plugged in? Are you listening? Right. So that's basically what we're going to talk about today. From how exactly to even identify and know that you need certain opportunities, down to the different ways you can, get opportunities, and also get to hear from real life stories, real life experience of how other people have been able to do it. And this is not just about cyber security, right? Whatever you get to learn here extends to just about any other career, right? But we're just going to focus majorly. We're just going to be using like cybersecurity more as a reference, but it's not limited to cybersecurity, right? So we'll get started. Hi, Eunice, tell us a little more about yourself.
Okay, thank you, goodness, and thank you so much for having me here at Securely Evolving. I like how this channel just kind of like brings cybersecurity to everyday person, and also this topic cuts across different areas, both tech and non-tech background. So it's really an honor to be here and sharing my story, my gist. I like this. My name is my name Eunice, right? I'm Nigerian from Abia State. I'm a law graduate. I just graduated from ABSU like in February. But I started learning cybersecurity in 2022. Actually, my story is long and I have all the gists. I carried it, everything I prepared, I packaged it. I say I'm going to pour my heart out here. So everybody, if you don't like gist, I don't know what you're doing here because literally, but if you like gist, like I'm a boy, like know what's the latest. I'm here for all that. So where do I begin? First of all, I want to start by saying that the reason why there are so many opportunities is that people have money in this life. People have so many things that they have more, like they have people have dreams, they have aspirations. Somebody will be raped when they were 5 and say, you know what, I'm going to be advocating for females. Anybody that they rape, they'll be doing pro bono services. Like, so people actually have like causes that they want to fund for free. Like, if you want to do anything now, like there's somewhere that they are doing it totally free. Like you don't even have to even think about it. Just that for you to get news of it, wind of it, and then for you to now be able to qualify for it. Those are the things you have to get like ready for. But one of the principles of having is giving. And people that have know that they need to give to be able to continue having. So because they want to continue having, they kind of like put all of these opportunities out there. They create grants, giveaways, scholarships, different things. And then because of they know that, so when they give, it's not that the people that they gave it to give them back, but they know that, I don't know, it's kind of like a source of nature or force of nature, sha. But that's literally how it works. So I want us to like have this mindset that just have the let's don't say there's no opportunity. Don't say that it's not, just have that bedrock first, that opportunities are there, like, that is exist. Like you're not the one that don't know where it is yet. You're just not found about it yet. Now let me now start my story, my own gist. So my gist started all back in 2022. Yes, I think it was 2022. I was 18 and I just came back from lockdown, like oh my, like lockdown, and all my friends that were, were 200 level then, all of them did legal internship somewhere. They were coming back, they were giving their gist about how they spent their lockdown, how they were productive. I mean, I know I was in my house from one day, jumping from one Ponzi scheme to another. When I heard everybody came back and they said they did legal internship, they did this, they did that, I'm like, what am I ever doing in my life? Let me go and find out what to do with myself. So I found one week legal internship like that and just joined. I just joined the first class. They taught us about writing CVs and cover letters, and they told us about how when you write your cover letter, you start by your name, what the skills you have, and then how you're able to apply the skills that produced result, and then now try to convince maybe your employer or whatever that these skills will help them in their job that they're trying to apply for. So when I now wrote, my name is Onukwe Eunice. I'm a 200 level law student of Abia State University. I swear, I did not have any other thing else to say about myself as per skills, anything again. Like, it's so, I honestly, I bought out my word app. I was just typing, hopeful. I just wanted to do my assignment and submit it. But from nothing else for me to write about skill or anything. Like, I called my sister at that moment. I was like, Ashima, I'm writing my essay, my cover letter. I don't have anything to say. And she told me, we're in a class captain. I said, no, I was not a class captain. They said, were you not a prefect? I said, no, I was not a prefect. I said, sorry for that break, that short pause. Let me turn on my camera. Can you see me? Okay, I think you can see me now.
Yeah,
So
sure. Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
I just like didn't know what to like write at that point. So she started telling me about how I can use my group leader position in school. Like I was my group leader for one assignment like that. So she was like, that's valid. I should write it. I'm like, okay. But then it was in that moment I knew that I needed to start being useful, start contributing to this earth that I'm living in. I'm breathing air. And that was when I just started looking. That's when I started looking out for opportunities, right? So like first of all, I think this opportunities allowed thing has to start from you getting to find out that you actually need these opportunities. There's something that you need to do, right? There's a skill you want to learn. There's maybe you want to travel the world. You're looking for all expense paid trips. You just need to like have that cognizance first because I think I was talking with Goodness yesterday and she was like that, when you're not thinking about a particular kind of car before, but by the time you just say, okay, and you want to buy a car, you want to buy this car, and before you know it, you start seeing cars, that same car, the same brand, the same color, everywhere you go, you'll be seeing it. It's not like they were not there before, but you had not just gotten wind of it at that time, right? So first of all, you just have to like have that build that's like the first step in finding out growth opportunities and being plugged in. That's one of the first things. You just have to know that okay, yes, you need this thing or you just realize the need for it, right? That's like the first thing. And then before you know it, this is that committee. And aside from just waiting for it to come to you, I think around that period, so I went to learn how to do content writing, copywriting. I did a digital marketing course. One of the things that digital marketing course taught me was about algorithm because I know we learned about search engine optimization and how if you search stuff, you should write so that the search engine will bring up your writing or whatever. So I now started applying it. So when I wanted to learn cybersecurity. I think okay, the whole cybersecurity thing was now in that this story now I'm telling you was in 2021. So the whole cybersecurity is after in 2022. After I tried and failed, I tried software engineering, technical writing, content writing. I think you really need to also try and fail because my friends will tell me that the only thing I've not tried to do is selling human parts because you just keep trying and trying, right? So it was now around that November. I think I hold the whole story in my medium where I told them it's all started from the toilet seats in December 2022. It was very dramatic. I literally did not even know that cybersecurity even existed as it seemed. Like there's people who were learning when I let me start learning cybersecurity and people were telling me they've been in this field for 30 years. I'm like 30 whole years. And I don't know what this thing is about. All this while I've been living in the same planet. I didn't even know that it was even a word. I literally had to Google internet police I had to Google
Yeah, that was
internet.
actually one of the feelings when I got into cyber. And I'm like, 30 years doing what? Something I just found out.
I
So, like,
swear, I swear, I was literally feeling like Mungo Park. I just discovered something. I didn't know that people have been people have been in this field for so long. When I now found that, I used that whole search engine thing. I googled in my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my YouTube, cybersecurity. So just everybody that has cybersecurity in their bio, I follow. Anybody that have cyber, even if it's cyber angel, I follow. Anything that just look related to, so that when I'm learning, like, and maybe I'm just randomly scrolling through social media, I'll also be learning and be gaining. Because when I now found about the cybersecurity thing, and I was looking for, like, okay, where can I learn this thing? The prices I was seeing were not even, it was not something I carry and go and give my father. It was not looking so cheap at all. So I just started, okay, using YouTube, following people's posts on LinkedIn, just reading stuff and everything. Anyway, I see the knowledge, I just consume. And it was very, very stressful at that time because it was not coherent. Like, today I'll learn about application security, tomorrow I'll learn about another security. Like, it was not making sense because it was just jumbled knowledge, right? So it was around that beginning of 2023, around March 2023, when cyber safe was advertising, or, like, doing publicity for the new cyber girls that were taking in, that they have started a new cohort, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, a free cyber security training. I'm like, 8 months. That means it's going to be in depth. I'm going to learn everything I need to know. I need to join this thing. I need to join this thing. And I saw the person's face that kept coming up was Confidence Stavely. And I just think about it now. I have audacity. You. I went all the way to her DM. God, I beg. I went all the way to her DM to say, "Ma, please." I don't even know how I put it, but I know I put it somewhere. And I'm like, I want to join cyber safe. I want to be a cyber girl. Blah 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 blah. And she told me that like a school, so she's not the one handling the intake. But then there's a system around it. But they will start accepting applications in November. And I waited patiently for November. God, I waited for November, and there's November came, and I started having double mind because 2024 was going to be in final year. I will be writing projects. I'm going to be writing my final exam. Like, how am I going to do it? I mean, law is one thing already. Cybersecurity is like another field entirely. How am I going to do everything together? But then I'm a very delusional person, and I have very delusional friends too. That if you want to be delusional, they will help you to say, okay, you want to live in a mansion. Why don't you make it a double decker mansion? They just help you to be very delusional. So when I started bringing up all those, would I be able to? Would I be able to? I just spoke to them, and they helped me to remove all of those thinking. So I think having people that around you that will be spurring you is really very, very, very important. Like, very, 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 very necessary. So one thing I've mentioned is that, first of all, you should know what you want to do with your time. Aside, not necessarily cybersecurity or opportunity, just know what you want for yourself. And when you know what you want for yourself, train your algorithm. Because I don't know, you will use TikTok. You can just be going through one, your friend did not talk to you for 2 days. You now see don't signs that your friend is not a true friend. They didn't call you
yes,
back.
that's very, very
they, didn't,
important.
they didn't wish
Yeah,
you
thank
happy
you so
birthday.
much. So I think one of the major things you mentioned is like being able to first off understand that you even need um that opportunity,
Something.
like you need something, so you now start looking for like opportunities around
Yeah.
that thing. So for each of us is different. um
Yeah.
Sometimes what somebody else is looking for is different from like what I would recognize as an opportunity based on where I'm going to you may not
Yeah.
actually be an opportunity, because like maybe even within the same cybersecurity field,
Yeah.
you're chasing a different path, I'm chasing a different
What?
path. So
Exactly.
from the very first thing I picked out from what you said is growth opportunities, like it even starts from you being able to recognize that I need something.
Mm.
I'm looking out for a
Yeah.
skill. Or if I get
Yeah.
a better laptop, I will be able to maybe um, learn better. Maybe if I get a
Yeah.
scholarship, or maybe a course waiver. You mentioned courses being like quite expensive, trying to search out for some of that. So for some people at that time, it's not maybe a laptop that they need. Maybe if I can just get a little waiver of some of these courses and all of that, right? So you
Yeah.
now begin to, that's when your ear open. So for me, I can see I can see a program like offering scholarship for courses, but at that time it's not what I need. So I may see it and I will not even notice it. But somebody
Yeah.
that is what they need will
I
just
need
see it and be able to. So that's when we say growth opportunities are allowed.
loud.
It whispers, or it's very loud in the ear of the people that need it, like people that are looking out for it. Maybe it's a skill you want to learn. I want to learn a different
Yeah.
skill. When I see opportunities around that world, it's going to be louder in my ear, and the other
Yeah.
person may not even hear about it.
Person
And
like
then you've
what
also
was
brought up the like positioning. You've talked about
yeah,
you like you know what you want, you go for it, you start, and then the whole rosy. So thank you so much for that background story, right? So I want you to like come back to this same recognizing the opportunities, because you need to even first see them, you need to know that you need them, right? So what do you think, how do you think like clarity of purpose helps you to spot like the right opportunities? Because a number of times people know what they want but they don't really know what they want, so at that initial time like you're everywhere. So how
yeah,
does you can be an opportunity that is not right for you, it's a good
yeah.
opportunity but it's not right for you. So like how do you think like clarity of purpose helps you with not just being in every opportunity but in the right
One.
opportunity?
Okay. Like I said earlier, I did content writing, copywriting, digital marketing. At some point, I got into ALX, software engineering. I stayed 2 weeks and I disappeared because it was not for me. Like it was honestly not for me. Like so, before I found out that it was even cybersecurity I wanted to do, before I even found out that cyber safe was even a thing. There were so many things. Like my friends were now using me to laugh that the only thing I've not tried doing is selling human being parts or even going into the medical field, because that whole medical thing used to do me somehow. So like it started from writing, it started from content writing. So first of all, I feel like you first of all need to find out what you just do naturally, what comes naturally to you, right? And then from like I don't know what these motivational people speakers used to say it a lot. They say that what feels like play to you but work to others, right? Like I'm doing GRC now in cybersecurity. People will say that it's boring, that it has to do so many documents, that it has to, yeah, you're not finding the bad guys on. There's no heat, but there's heat though. When by the time auditors come, right? So, like you find what comes naturally to you, because you are not going to. I think, and one of the things that I was getting wrong at the time was that I was looking for what is paying. Like they'll be like, affiliate marketing, people are doing affiliate marketing, they're making a lot of money. You now say, affiliate marketing, the thing that is paying. You now run just to go and learn. I was looking for money to go and join money to go and learn, buy affiliate marketing course. But at this point in my life now, I can't even do that. Like I won't even think about it, because it's not something that comes naturally to me. So you don't say, okay, because coding, people that used to code, they used to have money. So you now say you want to go and learn C plus and C plus plus. Take it from me. I had a 1 year full scholarship to learn full stack engineering. And I spent 2 weeks and dumped the whole scholarship. And I know it was very bad of me, but it just wasn't my thing. It just wasn't my thing, right? So I think first of all, you need to find your own strengths. Find your own strengths and what you're good at. And then you now try to look at the outside world. What kind of problem does this your strength solve? Right? So I feel like I can do this thing, right? This is where my strength is. So this thing that I can do now, what kind of problem can it solve in real life? Like in real life, think of problems. Like that's what I was thinking about. Like what kind of problems are human beings facing? And if you want to be relevant and you want to thrive, you don't want to be redundant, think don't just think for this year, this month, and this year, this month. Think for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. What kind of problem can you solve in real life? And then you now try to implement it in your life. So I think
I think we lost Eunice. She'll be right back. Yeah, so basically just like she was saying, it's important so it's important to identify your own strengths, identify your natural
Hi, goodness, are
abilities,
you
like
there?
things that just basically sync well with you. So that way, it's easier for you to align, because sometimes we actually get opportunities and then um, we don't do them. Like we sign up for certain courses and we end up not using them maybe at the time, because or we start and stop. There's this very there's this very funny Udemy. Yeah, I think that's about Udemy. Where somebody was like, my Udemy course. So there was like an illustration of an apple. So you know when you bite apples, you didn't finish all of them. You just bite here, bite here, bite here, bite
Okay.
here, and person is like, this is like a perfect description of my Udemy course. It's just here and here. Yeah, there are other factors that can come in place. It can actually be in line with what exactly you want, like the kind of opportunity you're looking out for, maybe skill development and all that. There are also other factors of you having to put in the time commitment and all of that, and all of that. But then for something you're very very interested in, for something that like naturally this is something you want to build on, the dedication you're going to give it will not, like, you even, no matter how it's like, no matter how bad the time commitment and whatever, you would make out time, you would put in the work to make that happen. Welcome back, Eunice.
Thank you, goodness. Thank you. And thank you for holding up the fort. So that's exactly like the point. Because one thing that I always ask myself, especially that last year, because I was juggling a lot, I asked myself, Eunice, how bad do you want this thing? Like, and then I'll now start dreaming about my life, start dreaming about content I want to, shoot. And even though some of them I've still not shot them till now, but I just like, well, how badly do you want this thing? Like, I remember there was one time I was competing for one award like that, and I resumed school like, so, like, let's say, you know how Nigerian university now, you say school is resuming this day, then next week students will now start coming in. So that first day that school was supposed to resume, or when school was very scanty, I came to school because I know that's where I'll be seeing people. I approach everybody and anybody, my senior, my junior, my mates. Please open Instagram. Please go and like and dislike this page. Vote for me. Vote for me. And even when I'll be in hostel, I will not have classes, but then maybe another class has class, so people are going to be in school. I will wear my clothes, dress up, go to faculty and be telling people, please like my post, please like my post, so that they'll vote for me, so that I'll win. Like, I keep asking myself, how badly do I want this thing? And then when I think about, is this thing worth it? Is it worth it? And then I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Like, when I look at my, like, it's always that this thing that James Clear said in Atomic Habits, you start with the begin with the end in mind, right? So I think about what I want to achieve from this thing. I'm like, this is the necessary evil I need to achieve that thing. So I will now put in the effort and the, but when I did that ALX software engineering kini, I didn't know why I was doing that. I think everybody said that they were making money from programming. So I just really wanted to make money, and I started, and 2 weeks I was gone. But when I joined CyberSafe, something I DM'd competitively in March, I waited all the way to November. I went through all the four rigorous processes, and then I finally got in. Some days they'll say that we are submitting this is the deadline. My mates will be in their hostel sleeping. I will go for night class, and I'm not reading law. I'm not reading what to come out in exam. I'm trying to complete my course. I'm trying to complete, and some days I'll go in my laptop. Only me, I'll be so terrified. Like, what if somebody come and approach me? I will lock the class door. The thing is that, Resha, when you want it badly enough, you will actually be able to sacrifice for it, because it's sacrifice. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's right. So there's a part of your story that really, so there's this energy you have when it comes to going for what you want, right? And so majorly, you've mentioned opportunities. Sometimes you have to reach out for it. You have to go ahead, fill that
Yes.
application. You have to do that, and then also there's the part of you positioning. Intentionally attracting those kind of opportunities you want, right? So I want us to start from the part of reaching out, before we go to um,
Chat.
attracting. Yeah. So when it comes to reaching out, what are the ways, like what are certain opportunities that reaching out has helped you? Yeah, reaching out has helped you like get. and like what are some of the bold decisions you've had to take, cases where you're so unsure, oh, I don't even feel ready, I don't think like I'm 100% qualified, and then you still want to go ahead and let me apply. What's the worst that can happen? You understand? So can you share a bit of that with us?
Okay, so let me go back down the memory lane. This was not far, just like last year when we were ending the program at CyberSafe, right? So like around that kind of September, our instructor was now encouraging us to start sending applications that we are ready. We should go and beat them in this job market. We are ready. With all the things that we've learned in class that we can land the role. And it was not a lie because some of the our fellows are already getting jobs both locally and internationally. And I'm like, is it the same thing that I learned, that you people learn, that you people are having to be getting this job that you so you people are doing this job in just this how many months? Like I'm studying law, I'm staying 5 years before I can be a lawyer. And I've still not gone to law school, so I literally can't even do anything legally. But I just spent how many months, and people are telling me to go and apply for jobs. Like I honestly felt very, very unready. But we also did the soft skill classes where we learned how to do CV. We did CV, sending it. It felt like at some point, it felt like I was sending out my CV, but I was not even expecting a yes. Like it's so that if they ask you, are you applying? Tell them, yes, I've been applying. So when they're saying, oh, rejection, rejection, like I'll follow them and lament, yes, so many rejections, it's not be like as if I'm not doing anything, Abby. So and then but towards the ending of the program, around that November, it really dawned on me that this has actually ended. The point where I need to actually use this information that I've actually got has reached. But then am I sure like how? And that was when I now started searching for opportunities around the how too because I now started looking for people that joined the cybersecurity industry like a year ago, 2 years ago. Let them come and let me see their story. Let me just see what they are doing. Let me see how they are doing it so that I can place my foot on the footprints that they left behind so that I can be able to also go. So during that period, I'll connect to people on LinkedIn. I will send them messages. I hope to stay in touch messages. I want to so that one thing can lead to another will just you tell me one or two advices and then I'll move. And then there was also another time I think I found this podcast. I can't remember the name of the podcast, but the podcasts the people were in South Africa found that they just joined cybersecurity like 2 years ago. So I'm like, if they just joined 2 years ago, that means how the knowledge of how they got in, how they broke in is still fresh in their head. So let me reach out. Let me ask them how they did it because let me know. So when I reached out to the guy and he was like, "That's sure, there are no problems." That he's even excited about it, and I'm like, wow, people in this industry are nice. People just all the people I'm sending code DMs, people I don't know from Adam, all of them are just being nice to me. They're never asking me, what do you want from me? So actually we just send that DM. And honestly, I'm not like it's just keypad. You'll not come and beat me. So you don't have to be so scared. Just type it. Type it. It's not really that a lot. So I sent the DM. I had the meeting. He called one of other his colleague that works in JRC because I don't remember the area of cybersecurity he was working in, but he was not working in JRC. So we had like a conference call, and he was like telling me how he got in was that his employer they actually trained him on the job, and that I should just find people. So the tip he gave me then was that I should literally look for people that are like JRC consultants. Then I should send them because those JRC consultants they're not like working for anybody in particular. People come to them with like their jobs and then they are doing them like kind of like let's say they're like their own boss. So you just tell the person that you want to be helping the person out whatever the work is, whatever, just help out, just to help, whatever help means to the person. So that's from there, like apprenticeship, like one boy, you can just be learning about whole thing, like real world experiences, rather than just doing projects on fictional scenarios, right? So that was how I started. I will now go to LinkedIn again. I'll go to social media. I'll search consultants. When you're looking for this opportunity, you will now be searching it coming to you. And most of all these things were now coming and then talk to them, tell them so many snobs, don't be sad. So many nice people, don't be just take that one, use it to encourage yourself. And so many I don't because I don't know, cybersecurity is a really crazy which you're going to handle is very, very like delicate. So just coming to give a random person because the person offered to help but like you have to be very sure about the person before you now. But then reaching out to people like that, some I just had very random conversations with people. And also another thing that also is that that remember one time once you me I was thinking that I was working for as a Agile consultant. We had this call and I was feeling like because I mean you own a cybersecurity company and you want knowledge for what's going. I mean, then it was I was still doing the program, right? So I feel like people are doing already. But so many people that already want to do it's finding them, search them,
Yeah, hi Eunice.
follow.
I
When you
think your
follow
voice
them.
is breaking at some point.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. So when you follow these people that do want to follow the people that are following too, yeah, you know they're like group, follow them, be open. If you like this person's work, just say hi or you do. Kind of puts you at the top of people's minds. Like there's some people that you don't even you're not working with them full time or anything, or but then you are just going to be at the top of their minds. Go talk, connect. That's what network necessarily not necessarily if you just admire somebody's work, be open. Not that I like this dress and you not keep it to yourself. This dress is fine, child. Open your mouth and say, I like your dress, and the person just remembers you for good, right? So that one like one aspect. So going out those opportunities and those people work now. If those people
Hi
see something
Eunice. I
and
think
then
maybe hi Eunice. Maybe you would try
hi,
leaving and joining back. Your voice is really breaking. Sorry for that glitch, probably a network issue or something. Yeah, so Eunice was sharing with us some of the ways she has had to like get setting of opportunities by reaching out, sending cold invites, on LinkedIn, speaking to friends, people being in communities and all of that. So I believe she shed more light on that when she comes in. So when it comes to opportunities, you don't just fold your hands and then opportunities come to you, right? Opportunities mainly come in two ways. You're reaching out for those opportunities, and you are at the same time building yourself intentionally, right? Building yourself enough to attract certain opportunities, right? So there's a way you've grown in certain areas and you're not even the one reaching out to people. They are the ones in your DM. Or we had something like this. Can you come in? And I believe you'll be the best person for this. Most times you don't even need to go through the whole application. Sometimes it's not even the one you saw directly. Somebody that knows that, oh, this is your area of interest. And then you see the person, just send you something and be like, oh, check out this opportunity. I was reading through it and I saw that you would be a good fit for it. Right. So sometimes you have to reach out for what you want, right? And at the same time, build yourself intentionally to become a kind of person that is able to attract opportunities, right? So reaching out when it comes to reaching out for opportunities, right? Some of the examples, like, just like she mentioned, having to send cold messages on LinkedIn. You see people that are within the niche of something you're looking out for. Maybe is a scholarship to study. You see people who have gone through that process, people who have attained success in that particular thing you are looking for. Start to follow them, start to model after them, reach out, ask questions where need be, right? Apply. Sometimes you may not even be 100%. There are certain applications you make not because you have all the qualifications, but you want to even see the process. You want to see what is involved so that you can prepare yourself better, right? There are cases where you look at an opportunity today, you don't meet the criteria and all of that. You just write out, okay, this particular opportunity opens up every year. For instance, people that are looking out for maybe these grants from Tony Elumelu, right? You know that this thing happens annually. You check, oh, this is not something that you're open to at the moment, right? You may not have all the necessary documentations. You may not like be able to meet up with the whole expectations, and then you just begin to plan yourself. Oh, I have 1 year. You see this Tony Elumelu grant, I want it next year. And then you start making the plans. You start building yourself, building up the skill gaps, building up whatever gaps that made it impossible for you to apply the first time, right? There's also the place of volunteering, right? You may not have it all now, but just put yourself in the face. Oh, can I help with this? Oh, I'm interested in this particular kind of activity. This is a part, maybe you're interested in an opportunity that helps you to make more impact, right? You can just decide to volunteer. Oh, how can I support people that are already in that course, in the line of that thing that you are already looking out for, right? Show up, ask questions, reach out to people. Oh, I'm building a skill in cybersecurity. I don't know where to start. There are people who have started much like if maybe years ahead. There are people who have, attained success in that area. Reach out, ask questions, get guidance, right? And then there's also the part of attracting it by intentionally positioning yourself to be able to be someone that when that opportunity you're looking out for, when it's screaming out, like you just attract it. Like people can always identify and say, this person is the best person for this particular opportunity. Like not even you having to like maybe stand in a queue and all of that, right? So you do that by building yourself intentionally, especially in this time where everything has gone digital. You need to have a digital presence, right? Build intentionally on it, position yourself for the kind of opportunities you want to attract. And this means that you need to be careful about your digital footprint, right? You want to attract opportunities and you still leave comments anyhow. You say you are catching crews. Like you, you forget that you are like the activities, the trail of activities you do online, like basically tells and builds up your digital identity. So how do you want to attract opportunities like that? What kind of post are you putting out? Are you showing up in such a way that somebody sees you like and be like, oh, this is the person that is I need for this kind of opportunity? Oh, well, we want to give scholarships to people. And then people would be like, oh, there's this one that at least the person has not been able to afford this paid course. But the ones that are free, at least I see this person complete courses. It can be on LinkedIn Learning, it can be on Udemy, it can even be YouTube. And people have been seeing you, people are seeing you put in the work, show up. Oh, I just completed this, I just completed that. When a big opportunity comes up, it's easier for them to trust you with it, right? So you need to position yourself, build yourself intentionally. Your digital presence is no longer a place to just come and you catch cruise, you laugh, you now say, oh, you didn't mean it, you were just joking, that is not who you are. So you left who you are in the house and you are posting a different you. Like, I don't get it when some people say that. I'll be like, don't judge me by what I post online. We will judge you. We will judge you, right? So you need to intentionally, start building, start sharing your journey, show up like from the very little. You don't have to have it all figured out, right? You don't need to wait till you become an expert. Just start showing up, start positioning yourself for opportunities. Like, what kind of visibility are you looking out for? What are the platforms that would give you that? You're a content creator, maybe the kind of things you want, you need more of a TikTok audience. That's where you maybe see models that will help you. Or you're trying to build professionally, you don't have an account on LinkedIn. Like, how? So you need to position yourself, you need to build more intentionally. So Eunice is back. So Eunice, yes, we were talking about the reaching out, the positioning yourself, attraction, and all of that. Yeah, so I don't know if you want to, yeah, just share an experience where maybe something you didn't even necessarily apply for, right? And because of the kind of image, because of the kind of brand, because of how you've positioned yourself to be seen, you were able to, maybe it gave you a leverage over a certain opportunity. Any experience like that you mind sharing with us?
Yeah, I think this was like around January 2024. I had done the Tech for Dev cybersecurity bootcamp. Their bootcamp is like 3 weeks, then you do a project and then like that. So that was one of the, let's say, early trainings I did. And during the period, we usually had classes every weekend, Thursday to Saturday. And after those periods, I would like take screenshots, take notes, post on my LinkedIn and say this is what we learned today, web application, security, or learn about this, learn about that. During that period, that was like my first official, get together training. All the other trainings I've been doing are just self-paced courses and YouTube videos. And then I posted on my LinkedIn and then somebody sent my DM that she's looking for a pen tester for a role and that do I have any recommendations? I remember that time I was like, how have I gone far? Actually, on that at that time, I don't think I had decided which area of cybersecurity I wanted to do. I had not said that it was JRC, but then even though I was like, why can't I can do this now? I'll not have to start looking for who to refer. I think I just give her some handle at the time and then it. But like the fact that I was always posting about um cybersecurity and about pen testing, web application security. She had the confidence that I will have a good recommendation. Imagine that time I had not even go cyber stuff. I didn't really know much. I knew something, but I didn't know much. But they still like came to me to ask. And then also people that have this opportunity like intersection of law and technology. There was this bootcamp that happened for block security how to handle of cases, right? So somebody just they posted it was a post and somebody just mentioned my name in the comments as far it's going to be good for me. I'm like, thank you so much. So the fact that I'm about how I'm using both law like technology together and trying to find a way that both law can solve technological problems. It's kind of like make it somebody seeing that opportunity and having me in mind and enough to even take their time to type my name in the keyboard and mention me on the comment section. So those are like scenarios where because of when they think about this type of thing, my name comes in mind and they like remember to like reach out to me. So because of the positioning and the kind of visibility, I think those are like scenarios, and it happens almost all the time. Like not like almost all the time, but like some of our cyber sisters will just say, "Somebody reached out to me, please. Is anybody available for this?" Because they now trust them, even though because of how they position themselves online, they now trust them with that kind of recommendation or with that kind of solution to provide.
Thank
Can
you
you hear
very
me?
much, Ines.
You're welcome.
Yes, yes,
Cool.
thank you so much for that. So you did mention also building communities, right? You talked about, where people have come to trust and be like, okay, we need this, we need that. So yeah, I'm going to get to that part where we get to talk about how do we actually get these opportunities? How do we see these opportunities? How do we hear them, right? But right before then, what are the reasons why people do not go for opportunities? Like a number of times, like they know this is what they need, they've come out of that place of I don't know what I need, they are clear on this is what I need, right? And they've come to recognize, like they can see an opportunity and they recognize that, oh, this is what I need for the next stage. But for some reason, if it's something that needs to apply, they'll be like, okay, I'll apply next week, or I'll apply next
Yeah,
month. Sometimes like
yeah.
they just wouldn't even apply at all, but you know that this is something you genuinely need, right? So why do you think people miss opportunities?
Well, I think I will use myself as an example. I remember when I wanted to, after waiting a year for cyber safe applications to be open, November came and I was asking myself, will I be able to just go final year? Final year are finished since my results have come out. Just imagine I didn't apply. People try to like, I feel like people try to discourage themselves. They keep saying I will not have enough time, or they keep procrastinating it until the application eventually closed, or they keep creating limitations in their own mind, like, okay, I won't have it for that thing, I don't have a laptop yet. They just keep creating excuses in their own head, because I feel like because they are not mentally, maybe they want, but they have not yet decided. They have not decided how badly they want it. Like I said, how bad do you want this thing? Think about what this thing that you want now, a laptop that you want. If you get a laptop, what that laptop will do for you. Mhm. Then that way, if you not start seeing free laptops apply, you are going to use that your phone and make the best of videos, and you are going to sound so spectacular in it. But you have to decide that you want it badly enough, because you want it. Okay, me, I want it too. You want it. How badly do you want it? How badly you want it to determine how much sacrifice and what extent you'll be able to do it. I can want ice cream. It's sunny. I want ice cream. There's cold pure water where I am. I just think of the stress of going to that shop and coming back. I'll sit down where I and just rest. But how did that ice cream? If it's doing like that, I will stand from where and I move. You need to, like, you don't just have to, you have to want it bad enough. You have to want it bad enough. If you're telling you this is going to happen, for them telling me that I'll have time to do my project. I got A my project. I wrote that project in less than a month. No, actually more than a month, but like in a month. Like those limitations that are in your head, it's not real. It's just, I think science said that your mind tries to protect you whenever you want to do something that is out of your comfort. I think that's what they call it, comfort. Your mind is trying to protect
Yeah.
you, but it's not protect.
Yeah, and then there's also this part that says that your mind is not your friend, right? Your mind is not your friend. It's always trying to, protect you. Oh, don't stretch. Oh, you're a soft girl. Don't try to push yourself out of your comfort zone and all of that, right? But yeah. So your mind is not your friend in the sense that it's always looking for your comfort. It's always trying to shield you. It's always trying to, oh, you're a soft girl. Don't do that. Go and sleep. You shouldn't be up. Oh, you, and all of that, right? It's always looking out for you. But remember that at the same time, these things will stretch you, right? You want to move from you want to move from a raw material, right, to a refined gold. You have to go through the fire, right? So your mind is not your friend. As much as it's caring, it's looking out for you, but then a true friend like stretches you, right? So Eunice was talking about that it kind of limits you. It kind of wants to make you just stay where you are. Oh, don't reach out for more and all of that. And I believe, like she mentioned, that is one of the major reasons why people miss out on opportunities. And also, I think this part of waiting to be perfect, like, no, 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 that opportunity is too big, cannot be me. Some people even do the crossing out. I also do it. Like, there's certain opportunities I look at, I'm like, me, this role, how would they give it to me? Like, how? So sometimes we're also waiting for like a bit of perfection. We want everything to feel all good, right, before we go for certain opportunities. And then there's a particular set of people I have a problem with. Is those ones that they want this opportunity genuinely, they're interested, right? But they just have a problem with reading in between the lines. The opportunity is staring at you. The steps, everything is there. Click on this, sign up this one, that one, this is the link. And then they'll come to the comment section and say, I'm interested. How do I apply? I have a special problem with that set of people, right? So people miss out on opportunities because you don't even have time to read through and see, like, You're not reading
Yeah.
through to see, okay, these are the requirements. This is the thing that I need to be able to apply for this. And then some people also miss out on opportunities because they don't take their mail seriously. Imagine that you applied for something, they've called you for interview. You're supposed to come for the interview on Monday. And maybe you are just opening the mail on the Friday. And I'm like, hey, so I don't know, but if you check your phone calls, your messages every day, that is how seriously you should take your email these days, right? So you can get an opportunity, but you did not check your mail and you've missed out on it, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if there are more that Eunice wants to add.
I
Some
just
of
want
the
to
reasons
gist, not
we miss out on opportunities. We're still on that.
that you mentioned about you feeling like you're not qualified enough. My current role now, when I saw the job post, I didn't even know that that role was it was like a hybrid position. I think I'm grateful to God that I didn't see that. Like you talked about me between the lines, but I did not read. I did not see that part. Didn't say whether it was hybrid. I think it was all this. You post like on LinkedIn, you can post the link. And I see just wrote the description. So I didn't go and check what they wrote on the job. I just read the post and then reached out immediately. Only for me to find out that their internships they don't do remote internships, only hybrid, that is on site and online, and it's like in Nigeria. So I'm like, how am I going to fit into this? But then I applied anyway. Got the interview. Do you know what happened during the interview? This thing that is happening to me now as I'm leaving this meeting and I'm coming back. But then it was a little bit worse because it was my voice was not breaking, it was blank. My network disappeared. It went off. And then the CEO was like, he's very busy. In fact, the TV usually accepts remote in there, so there's actually no need that no problems. He's going to TV. And I'm like, this one that nobody say a bed in the yard. This person that has seen my CV and like I've seen the potential. I went ahead to send a another email, another message to still put my enthusiasm. So as I was hitting it hard, I think the whole thing just go for one chapel. And also another thing that just don't allow, if there's a few things, if you look at the requirements, there are 10 requirements, you met up to 8, 2 that you are not up to, go ahead and still try. Because even if you don't, let's say, get the opportunity per se, maybe went through the first stage, second stage, that particular process that giving you more confidence in, let's say, applying for opportunities like that. So yeah, that's my own contribution.
Thank you so much, Shanice. That is so true. So you don't have to wait till like you have it all. You can tick all the boxes. Just go ahead. Sometimes like it may not even be an opportunity you need now. Like I mentioned earlier, like you probably need it for maybe a year later, but you just want to have a feel of it. Okay, this is what it is. You get experiences from that that would help you to now actually go back to the drawing board and fill up maybe if there are skill gaps, if there are maybe you need to work more on presentation, your public speaking, because sometimes you actually you know what you want to do, but you don't know how to present it, and that can just be for.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't have to tick all the boxes; just go ahead and apply, just like Eunice mentioned. Yep. So yeah, we are rounding off. So we cannot talk about all of this and not talk about where this opportunity dey, like where do they to sell it in the market, or you'll be passing on the road and pick it up and opportunities. Where exactly do we see these where do we find these opportunities, right? And what are certain tips that you have for us, Eunice, like certain tips that can help us open our ears, like open our eyes and be able to see these opportunities.
Okay, like I said, and I said this whole conversation, the search bar in your phone, that search bar. I think the whole search engine optimization I learned in digital marketing trained me and drilled me. Like people that are learning products, maybe they're learning product design, they'll come and tell me, I want to learn product design. Do you have any course? I'm using cybersecurity. because of all that because of product design. Just use your search bar very well. Search the things you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for free laptop. Search free laptop giveaway. And don't fall for scam. Or don't go and see all those ones that they do all those ads and go and fall for one phishing scam. Be careful. Be careful. So just use a search bar. Like I said, train your algorithm. If you start searching for these things, more of it will be coming to you easily. And then you can ask ChatGPT to ask to look for, because you look for if for like terms in that area. For example, now in GRC, GRC analysts can also be called information security analysts. They can also be called sorry, can also be called information security analyst, GRC analyst. There are different names, right? So it's not only one. So you just have to know.
Okay, so just before Eunice joins back, oh Eunice, you're muted. Okay, so I'll just share a few tips I have just before we have Eunice back
Create
on
stories
the
around and
call.
be very careful. Join communities. Tell a friend, ask people, right? So search bar. And then there are also different communities too that short. But I feel like once you just have like a group of or a circle of train your algorithm, get into community that they share this kind of information, you can be able to be one of the first people to get wind of it. And then in your if you're using LinkedIn to search, you can maybe if you're looking for like if it's like a job opportunity, look for the most recent ones. The most recent ones are the ones that are usually there to get hooked on, right? So my just try them to bring you what you want to see. That's by searching that you're looking for, and then they'll keep bringing more for you. So did you get that?
Yes, thank you very much, Eunice. So, when you talk about opportunity communities, that is one thing that like I can relate so much with because most of the opportunities I've been privileged to, come across, apply for, and all of that came from communities, right? Especially in the cybersecurity field, where a lot of times before some things go public, like it's going to happen in house, it's going to happen like, oh, is there somebody in this community? Oh, my company is hiring. Oh, there's this opportunity to get access to it because like it's basically like everybody helping and holding. Like I feel like cybersecurity communities are like one of the most helpful. Like the bond is very strong. Like if you need resources, resources will choke you, right? So communities are very important. And if you are just starting out in cybersecurity and you don't belong to some of these communities, please look out for them, right? She Secures, there's WeTech, there's Mobile Cyber Safety Academy. There are even a number of communities that will offer data support. There are those of them that that give out laptops and the rest, right? But you will not get most of this information if you're not part of communities, right? You cannot do this thing alone. Like it's not a lone journey. So you need communities, you need people holding your hands, right? Yeah, I can't count the number of times where I'm stuck on a project and then you just come to your community, come to your people. Like in fact, there's this bond, there's this sisterhood we have, like with cyber safe alumni community, right? You can basically, it's basically like there's no solution you are looking for that is not there because you're looking at a number of people from different fields, right? Different fields within cyber. And you can, there's always somebody that has gone that path, there's always somebody that has probably worked on that project, encountered that challenge, that error that you're getting that can help you, right? And even if the person does not have the full solution, there's always somebody that is willing to, oh, okay, can we look at this together, right? And it helps you grow. It helps you grow. This thing they talk about friendship, where you need to have people, who are looking up to you. You need to have people who have gone ahead of you. You need to have people, like, each of them have a way they like pour into you, kind of, and help your growth journey. So that community, very, very important, right? You may not be in the cybersecurity field, but look out. How did I join She Secures community? Nobody sent me the link. It was me looking at, oh, I'm looking for communities, and I was just on Google. I was searching around. And one thing about this search, like optimization, like Eunice mentioned, like you're looking for something, and the next thing, the whole thing, like, is as if it's on your mind. Like, you enter social media and you're seeing ads around it, you're seeing opportunities like around it. Oh, apply for something like this, and you're like, oh, it's like these people were writing down my goals with me, oh, right? So it's important, when you're interested in something, your phone will know, Google will know that you are interested in that thing. So except you've not recognized how much do you even want it, how bad do you really want it, right? So communities, very important, right? um Showing up online, I talked about visibility. This is not a time where you say, oh, I'm not an online person. No, if that is what the growth you're looking for needs, then you need to start showing up. It's not a time where, oh, I don't really like networking with people. I just like, I didn't like making friends, so, but well, I'm still a very quiet person anyway, but quiet in some kind of way, right? But I got to a point where, in fact, when I got my first show, it was very, very difficult for me to relate with colleagues, right? But I found out that I can't do this job without having team skills. Like, I need to be able to work together, because a lot of work you're going to do involves collaboration. I had to intentionally start putting in the effort, not because I love being around people, but, like, basically now they would actually count me as one of the major noisemakers, because I don't think there's anybody that maybe I don't really relate with so well. It doesn't mean like maybe everybody's my friend, but at least, right? So sometimes you will have to get out of that your comfort zone. You have to get out of that place, like, of, this is not me. Oh, I'm an indoor person. Oh, I'm this and that. What do you like? What do you actually need? I posted something on my status yesterday, and I said, you want to be here, you're at position A, you want to be at positions D. You need to find out the gap. What are the skills that I need to build? What are the things I'm not good at currently that I will need to build on to be able to get to this point? So that is very, very vital, right? And I'm just going to articulate most of the things that we've talked about as we round up this session, right? So first off, we said that growth opportunities are loud, right? But they are only loud in the ears of those that are anticipating it, that are looking out for it, right? They don't always shout. They're not always like loud in the sense. Sometimes it's just a whisper. But because this is something I'm interested in, it is very loud in my ears, right? So when we say growth opportunities are loud, it starts with you understanding what you need. It starts with you knowing that, oh, I'm looking out for maybe a scholarship. Maybe another person is looking out for access to courses. Oh, I really can't afford a lot of maybe the amount of dollars I have to spend on learning this particular skill. So I'm looking out for maybe free courses that I can start from and all of that. For another person, maybe I have a course, I've gotten a course, I don't have data to come online. So it starts with you even identifying, what kind of opportunities am I looking for? What do I need? Getting clarity about what you need, right? And then from there, you now start identifying what opportunities can help me achieve this thing that I want. And then you start reaching out, you start building intentionally, showing up, positioning yourself to become the kind of person that can attract those opportunities, right? And then there's something I had to do recently, earlier this year. I started something, it's basically like a simple Excel sheet. I call it my application tracker, right? So I have a number of sheets there. So I have a sheet where I'm tracking every opportunity I apply for, right? I write the dates. Okay, this is the expected time. what was the feedback. For some of them, of course, maybe I got in. For some others, I didn't get in. Try again later. And then I'm just looking out for, okay, this particular opportunity, how often does it open up? Is it a one-off? Is it something that, is going to come up all the time? Right? So I have a second sheet where I come across certain opportunities, and maybe I don't even meet 10% of it, but it's in line with the future I see. It's in line with the person I want to become long term. I have a second sheet for that where I'm like tracking them. I'm like, okay, this one, I'm not qualified for it this year, but I'm going to go for it next year. I start writing out the requirements. Okay, putting out the link. Okay, I need to reference this link later to go back and see the requirements of this particular thing, right? So if that is going to help you, please, as much as possible, create one for yourself so that you're able to track your applications. You're able to have like a to do. Okay, these are opportunities. I'm not qualified for them now, but this opens up annually. I'm going to go for it the next time, right? So it doesn't mean that everything is going to like click. Oh, every opportunity is going to click, but just go ahead and even try, right? So we came down to some of the reasons why people do not go ahead, like, and they see this opportunity, they recognize that this is what my life needs, but they don't go ahead. Fear, feeling of not being enough, right? And sometimes you're not even reading, you're not even seeing the application link is just right in front of you, and you're still asking questions. And then maybe, let's say it's a job, the employer is already like, "Ah, this one that cannot even see a link that is boldly written there, how is this person supposed to be excellent at delivering the job when I employ him or her?" Right? So just very basic things, right? And I'm just going to share a few tips. um it's okay to say yes even when you are not ready sometimes, because sometimes it feels like we cannot like be sometimes you cannot be 100% ready, right? But when you take a step, I have this favorite, it's one of my favorite quotes, that as you walk on the way appears, right? So sometimes you don't have to be 100%, just even take the step, just start taking the step, one step after another, and before you know it, there's a post I made and I said, I remember when Windows V was, it was like one tech skill for me. Oh. All these settings, small shortcut, oh, you just do this. And I'm like, how did you do this? Like, how do you have all the things you've copied on a clipboard? It was at that time, that is what it was. But now they're just something that subconsciously you just click on. So it's okay to start where you are. It's okay not to, have everything figured out. The most important thing is that you're intentional about, oh, this is what I want. This is the area of my life I want to grow and improve in. And that way, no matter how silent the opportunity is, no matter even if it's whispering, because you are plugged in, because you are listening, you're looking out for it, there's no way it will not be loud in your ears, right? I also talked about footprints, and I don't know, I want Eunice to like shed more light on this digital footprint, because a number of things come back to, there are certain opportunities you get, and then because of the kind of things you've put out online, like previously, you've passed all the stages, and then that one thing will just be the reason why you're not getting it. So I want you to speak to us, like shed more light on digital footprint, right, and the effect it has on our growth in the long run.
Okay, thank you so much, goodness, for that. Digital footprint is like your digital identity, right? It's just like when you're walking and you have like a shoe on, you leave a trail. As you are liking anybody's post, commenting, posting, you are creating a trail. And when they say the internet never forgets, best believe them that the internet never forgets. And if anybody mean you, like, have you been on Twitter? Somebody will say something in 2024 that contradicts something the person said in 2027 or 2007. They will bring the tweet, screenshot it, and put it. See somebody that said this thing that time, and then it's not be looking like the person's a liar or something like that. Like, it is actually a lot. And these days, employers, if you are looking for visa, if you are trying to get a scholarship, even if it's admission, like people, social media is now, or yes, the internet is now like very imbibed or interwoven into our, it's now part of life. You're not running away from it, you're not hiding from it. It's like part of our existence now. So what you put out online, you cannot differentiate you from your what you posted. People say that's not who I am, I'm just people, that's what they're using to see you now. That's how they're going to look at you now. So you have to be very careful. Like I was reading a post on LinkedIn. The person mentioned that a lady got a job fresh after law school, got a job one of the top law firms, and I've never finished bringing out the results, but she knew her, like I've never called them to bar, but she knew her results. But her final results had already come out. She got this job, and then they found it where she said that all judges collect bribe, but she mentioned something about the judiciary in Nigeria and being disgusting and all of that. They didn't even have to explain to her why she lost the job or come and start giving her process of any notice, anything. They just told her that her standard and her person and her quality of person is not in line with what they are supporting in the organization, and then that's how she lost the job. And even if maybe you say in the future she gets something else, so but people are always going to ask you who was your former employer, and then how what made you leave the place. It's always going to come back to you, and that thing that she said is still going to be there. People are going to look at it and lose opportunity. These opportunities that you finally, like this girl found this law firm, that's something that she's been looking forward to, applied, got in, and then something that she posted how many months ago is not the reason why she can't stay in the job and go in her legal career. So it's very, very important that you comment how you are going to do this tonight. Is you know they say personal branding, brand yourself. How do you want people to perceive you? That's the things that you should be posting on. Do you want people to see you as somebody that likes the kind of content? Those are the ones that you should like. If you don't have anything reasonable to say, there's really no need to comment. If the thing that you are about to say is negative, really you can say it, whisper it in your mind and just move on, right? You don't have to put it out there. Like if they are seeing one nasty argument, everybody is dropping their own 2 cents. You keep leave your 2 cents in your pocket and be moving. You stand by pure water on the road. Like don't drop it, because if you drop it, you can't take it back. You honestly can't take it back. So be very intentional about how people perceive you, and that's basically what this whole digital footprint is all about. The things, whatever, if like you're creating an identity for yourself, so that's just how this whole thing works, right?
Thank you so much, Eunice. Thank you so much. So yeah, I think we've come to the end of this, and I just want to scream a little, not to make the men feel bad, but my ladies, like these days it feels like there are a whole lot of opportunities out there for ladies. There are a whole lot of programs, there are a whole lot of initiatives. In fact, you want to apply for something and then you see certain things like women are advised to apply. Oh, of course. Please, this is not a time to sleep on these things. Please. You a lady does not mean that, oh, opportunity is not for you. Oh, I know you want the soft life, right? But hard work is cute too, right? So please, when you see some of these opportunities, go for it. Go for it. Don't
Yeah,
say, oh, this field, we already know they are going to take men now. That is not true, right?
yeah,
The economy is making room. Like there's a whole lot of room for women to try. Yeah, I know they are still, but then please go for these opportunities, go for them. There's we tech, there's is it tech for them? There are a number of programs that are inclusive for women. There are a number of sponsorships that like please go for them. Go for them. Don't wait till everything you have everything perfectly figured out. Go for it, right? As you walk on the way appears. The clarity will keep coming as you are at least putting in the work, right? If Eunice
yeah,
was not going around trying to, okay, from content to this one, she wouldn't have found the place where she now knows that, oh, this is what I actually want, right? It's in the process of working on the way. She didn't just fold her hands and be like, okay, I'm waiting for the day heaven will open and one vision will come and tell me this is it, right? You start making the move and it will come, right? So I'm going
yeah.
to leave us with this question: what do you really want, right? And that thing that you really want, how much do you want it? Like, how much
Think
do you
about.
really want it, right? These
Yeah.
growth opportunities will come, but it's going to be sustained, right? You need to put in, it's
Yeah.
going to ask for time. It's going to need, sometimes it's going to cost you maybe going out with friends, like your enjoyment and whatever. There are times when you have to make sacrifices and be like, ah, I'm on this course, I can't even like for the past few months, my weekends has been like, it's been choky, right? And there are times when you need to make certain sacrifices. So what do you really want, and what is the price? Like, what price are you willing to pay the price for it? These opportunities will come, but it's still, you take it for granted if you don't know, if you don't like have, you don't know how much, you don't know the value of the
Yeah.
opportunity you are getting. So please, as
Yeah.
much as these opportunities will come, it's going to test you. It's going to sometimes put you through the fire. Sometimes there are times when you're looking at the laptop and you're crying, like you're like, who sent me there? Who sent me to apply for this thing? But at the end of the day, um, look at the price. Look at who you're going to become at the end of that
Yeah.
process. Remember the why did you even start in the first place? What was the motivation? What was the reason that made me even go for this? Why did I choose this growth path in the first place, right?
Yeah.
So keep that why in mind, and be willing be willing to make the necessary sacrifices, right? What are you
Yeah.
looking for? Is it a skill? You're trying to build your skill. Maybe you're looking for collaboration opportunity. Maybe you're looking for a scholarship. uh, Maybe you're even looking for an internship, somewhere to start from, or even a paid role. Like, whatever it is, there's an opportunity out there for you, right? I don't talk about these trending Nepo and Lapo kids and whatever. But the truth is that you can make yourself, you can move yourself from Lapo kids to Nepo kids, right? Opportunities are there. And like when uni started, she said there are people that have this money. There are people that, like,
She's
they've gotten to
baby.
this part where they've gone past certain hurdles and they are willing to invest in people. But who is
Hey.
ready? Right? What are you doing so that when that kind of opportunity comes up, you would be able to fit in, right? There are people who, they are in this social impact. They're like, ah, I'm looking for people to train. I want to sponsor people's education. Oh, I want to do this. I want to, right? But in that case, are you going to be in that person's mind? Are you positioning yourself? Are you building yourself to be that kind of person? Right? People come and ask, oh, how do I get into cyber? How do I do this? The truth is that even when they say they want entry level from scratch, and then you're coming in on entry level, but on your own, you've been, maybe taking some free courses, you've been doing some labs, some projects while waiting for the opportunity to come. Remember, we mentioned, don't fold your hands and be waiting. No. You need to be doing something, you need to be building on something. So it's easier for them, even though they're looking for entry level, zero experience. It's easier for them to pick somebody and say, oh, this person has shown interest that, oh, I really want this thing. Unlike somebody that just there, oh, I want to learn cybersecurity. You now sit down. Ah, I've not seen work. Oh. I've not seen it. Ah, they will not pick me. Right? So
No.
put in the work. How much do you want it, and how much are you willing to give? Right. So we've come to the end of this. I don't know if Eunice has any final words for us.
Okay, finally, the last wise word of who even wrote that book, says The Richest Man in Babylon. I can't remember his name. So he said, success. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please.
Success comes when opportunity meets preparation. So people are not just lucky, right? They are not just, it's not just, you see, the Bible says time and chance happen to them all. When you prepare and available to grab those opportunities with your two hands and maybe even a leg.
Hi, Eunice. Do you mind taking that again?
Okay, I said that in the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, right? So the author said that success comes when opportunity meets preparation. So people are not just lucky, you know. Like I think the example then was that it was like that the author was like that people maybe want to buy land cheap, and maybe somebody wants to do a distress sale, right? And all of a sudden you have money, then you buy it, and all of a sudden you're not a millionaire or a billionaire because you bought the land cheap and then the value of the land has increased. So you see an opportunity, the opportunity is there, you are ready, you have the skills or you have the preparation that will enable you to take advantage of that opportunity. So success occurs when opportunity meets preparation.
Thank you so much, Eunice, and thank you so much to everyone who joined us today. Yeah, this is securely evolving, and yeah, so sorry for that glitch. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining. This is securely evolving, and this is just one of the things that we do here. Cyber Gist. This happens every month. So we have a live session where we just have cyber gist conversations. Talk about cybersecurity and growth generally, right? And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. So please click on the subscribe button, turn on notifications so that whenever any new content is posted or we go live, you get a notification and you do not miss out on it. Right? So this happens once every month for the Cyber Gist, and I look forward to having you join the next session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eunice, for being on this with us. Thank you for sharing your journey. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye everyone.